Hello everyone! Oh god, okay, so, welcome to my first series. This video is one of a series. I asked my live streams, would they like it in like one mega video or like episodic, and they said episodic. I got this idea from another YouTuber, their video that I got the idea from will be in the description. So basically what the concept of the series is me doing as best I can in 1.19.2 because I put on a few mods that will just like I actually was first recording it in 1.20, then I decided to restart it in 1.19.2 because there was a few mods that would just make my life a lot easier, such as like a tree falling mod, which is like break the bottom block, whole tree falls. And yeah, so what it's gonna be is like I'm gonna do like I basically want to push 1.19.2 Skyblock to its limits and see just the most that I can do, no matter what it is, how little it is, how long it'll take. Just I want to see the most that I can do. I want to push 1.19.2 Skyblock to its limits. But the thing about this Skyblock is I don't start with the chest. No water, no lava, no... I actually don't know what else spawns in that starting chest. I only start with the dirt island, I mean grass island technically, and the tree. That is it, nothing more. In this episode you're gonna see me going through making a tree farm, well, somewhat. Just like not an auto farm, but just a normal tree farm, as well as a pretty unique mob spawner, which I got that from another video, which I will also leave in the description, because they're both really cool. I like both their videos. And yeah, so really, I hope you all enjoy. Thank you all for coming, and this video, oh, it took so many hours, this starting one at least.
A few moments later.
Alright, god, so after that insanely long wait for just a tree to spawn, I'm not gonna lie, I waited for so long. I actually had to cut out a bit of it after it grew, like before it grew, until I noticed. Hence why there's a little cut after the like FNAF yay. Because I just didn't notice that it grew, because I was AFK. I was like, I think at the time I was like downstairs just eating or something. I don't know, I was doing something. This was days ago I recorded this. Oh my god, no, that was a pain. Like when I put the 53 minutes, like, that was actually 53 minutes I waited. I checked at the recording. Like, oh my god. I did not think it would take that long. But yeah, so I mined and planted more trees, and you'll see like the weird thing that happens with my computer sometimes where blocks just don't show up when I'm building. It's quite odd. I don't know why. Yeah, so I planted a few more trees, of course, there's a hopefully speed up, 3 trees is better than 1 tree. That's trippy to say, actually. Yeah, so I started making a platform out so that mobs will spawn so I can get a bed, and with a bed I'd be able to skip, nights. And trees, if I'm not mistaken, they won't grow at night, because how trees grow is like they check if they have room, they check if they... and if they have enough sunlight, or like just light level, like torches and stuff. But of course, I don't have any torches. So they're checking on purely like the sun's light level. So that's what I was building this for, was to get a bed. I didn't actually end up getting a bed. But I will eventually. I think, was it later this video? Yeah, no, it's later in part 1. It's later in this video that I get a bed. So thankfully I can skip nights then. But yeah, god, like, I ended... actually, twice when I got to this point, I ended up exploding my entire, like, island. I had, like, 3 grass blocks left, and no saplings left, so I had to reset, like, multiple times. So that was a very tedious start again and again for me. But overall, like, so far I like the product that has come out of the video. So yeah, I ended up doing like this, falling for hours. No, like, you don't even know. I have hours upon hours worth of me falling. Of like, I genuinely don't know how many. I just cut out like chunks of the video. Like, I think my project length for this, with the raw footage was like, how many hours of raw footage was it? Because like now I'm looking at the edited version. I think it was 15 or 18 hours of footage total before I cut out just the big chunks that I knew I wasn't going to be leaving in. And most of that was falling, like, genuinely. But yeah, eventually I got all the way to the bottom of the world. The reason I got to the bottom of the world, well, I built bottom slabs going down so mobs won't spawn, so I won't mess up mobs spawn. But if I'm not mistaken, the way Minecraft mob spawning works, for some reason, I don't actually know why, I just heard this. The lower you are, the more mobs spawn. Don't know why, I'm assuming something to do with like how caves generate, and you know, Minecraft, like Mojang, want more mobs in caves. So the lower down you are, more mobs will spawn. And that's why I spent way too long going downwards. Oh god, all the while I was waiting for rain, right? I was waiting for rain because, you know, rain will build up eventually, and then as soon as I'm able to get a bucket, which I'll be getting through zombie iron, as soon as I get a bucket, I'll be able to collect it, make an infinite water source, and do all watery things, such as farms and that sort of stuff, right? Which is great, it's amazing. I'll eventually have to figure out some way to get gravel, so that I can get coarse dirt, because if you didn't know, you turn coarse dirt into 4 dirt blocks, only using 2 dirt blocks and 2 gravel. So it's a way to dupe dirt, basically. And yeah, at this point I realized how much of an idiot I was. I was like thinking, oh yes, cauldrons. Is there a wood cauldron? And I was thinking about Sky Factory in this time. I was like, yeah, there is. It's the composter, right? And I was like, yeah. So I built a bunch of composters. And they just didn't seem to work. I was like, huh, why don't they work? Why don't they collect water? And then I realized I was a big idiot. So what for some reason I thought, you know, wooden basin, same shape as metal basin. That means wooden basin will be able to collect the same things that a metal one will. No! No, that's not what a composter does. Composter, you put like saplings and seeds and all that sort of stuff in it, and then you get bone meal, if I'm not mistaken. You get bone meal. Do you get dirt from that? I don't actually know. I've never used a composter. I think you get bone meal. So yeah, I just spent I waited on top of them as it was raining, just in case that helps them load in or so. I don't know. I was tired. I recorded some of this very late at night. But yeah, so all of this is being built on bottom slabs, so no mobs will spawn. So when I make my mob spawner, it'll be, you know, it'll just be a lot... It'll be a lot easier to, get mobs to spawn. And yeah, so like, I started building the mob spawner, which, like, from a video. It wasn't technically a tutorial video, because they didn't explain how to make it. I just, like, looked at the video and then, like, slowed down the video and copied the steps. So yeah, hopefully that works. But yeah, no, in the end, it did work. I actually measured out somehow correct just by eye, because I was just like guessing. I was like, this looks like this amount of blocks. I didn't actually know. But yeah, no, I started work on the mob spawner, and then I decided, like, I basically then decided to make a tree farm because I was like, I'm not gonna have enough wood for this, because I saw how much wood they used in the video. Like, in the tutorial I was making, I was like, this is so much wood, I'm not gonna have enough with the, like, because I think I was planting only, like, 5 trees up top of my main island. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna make a tree farm first. Oh yeah, both the videos, both the tutorial video and the other guy's video I based, like, which one made me want to do this series, they started with an acacia tree. I don't know if that was just they like acacia or what. So I decided to start with oak just because I like it more, and it's more default instead of acacia. That's the reason everything's oak. Maybe that restricts me from doing stuff that acacia wouldn't. I don't know what, but possibly. But yeah, no, I started on the tree farm. Oh, actually, like, during this time, I downloaded the replay mod. Like, you know that mod where, like, YouTubers and stuff use it, and you can, like, view yourself from, like, a spectator's point of view, and do, like, camera motion and all that. It's actually really handy. It was a little bit finicky to get the hang of, and, oh, right, in this one where I'm building the mob spawner, I'm invisible at some times. I don't know why. I think it was because of another mod I had installed. I couldn't fix it on old, like, replay mod recordings, and I did a test one after I removed some mods and figured out what mod was messing with it. By the way, it's the Essentials mod. And that seemed to make me visible again, but because this recording was done with the Essentials mod installed, I don't think there was a way to make me fully visible in this one. There is times where I'm visible, but just not all the time. And I mined some of the dirt. I think there's a 3x3 left of dirt on the main island, and I mined the rest of it. But I gave myself a generous amount of dirt to start off with, because I was like, this is going to be hard enough. I'm not going to completely just give myself, like, a 3x3 from the start. Because I genuinely think this video would not have been out until much, I'd say, after August. Even though now it's going to be out a lot sooner. So I give myself, like, a generous amount of dirt. But yeah, no, so I downloaded Replay mod. I started working with that. I'll of course get better at it over time, so if this one looks a little rough at times, it looks fine to me. I mean, it looks okay to me, it doesn't, like, it looks fine. But yeah, no, so that's, like, be warned, I will get better at the replay mod. Oh yeah, and the cape I have on is from Essentials, by the way. And this is just me lining up with the center of the block, so I can look at all the trees on my monitor without actually clicking away. Just because I went AFK again while trees were growing. And yeah, so this is the start of replay mod. But guys, this is where I'm going to leave you, because I'll just leave the mob spawner stuff go. This is where I got my bed, by the way. So yeah, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for sticking through the whole video. Bye-bye, guys.